I want someone to do a bunch of shit for me. Yes, I know that. However, when you hire a doer, what you get is someone who goes out, does all the tasks you ask them to do, and then comes back to you, and guess what they do? They ask you for more shit to do, which means you're constantly having to manage this person, tell them what to do, and then give them more stuff after they've done it. That does not give you freedom in your business. Here's what you need to do instead. Hire an owner. All right, hear me out on this also. What an owner will do is they will be someone that you can share your vision for the position with and your goals for the position. They will go out, figure out how to do it, figure out systems, figure out changes that need to be made to those systems. And when they're done doing the things that need to be done, they're going to figure out what else needs to be done to hit the goals, to hit the key performance indicators, and to achieve the vision that you have for the position. That's the difference between the two.
Both are required. Both are definitely required. And it sounds bizarre. So we'll start first with the second one that he's mentioning, which is your implementer and integrator. That's kind of like your project manager. It could be a couple of different things. It could be a project manager. It could be a CEO or COO. Okay. Oftentimes, usually more CEO than more COO than CEO. And I keep in mind that I use CEO and president. Like, unlike Patrick PBD is the only one I've ever met that uses those like in the same thing. To me, they're one and the same. But anyways, what I'm getting at is the implementer integrate, and this is where this is a massively huge. Like, if you were to compare me against most, like 99% of the people in Miami, and pretty much people on social media, business owners, even as high as Tom Cummins, Cardone, what's his Martin guy, or not Martin, but a lot of guys that are in the 8-9 figure range or higher. There's a key critical difference. Okay, when I design things, I design them for scale right from the get-go. Okay. That goes back to people that have mentioned that, including like some M&A guys, various M&A guys and things of that nature. One of those laughable, it is super, super laughable as fuck. And this is like, if you were to talk to like 90% of the guys that I just mentioned, greater than that, 99%, like this is the less than 1% factor of things, is that things are so big that you have to literally hire both those types of people. Okay. I literally have to hire somebody to tell me what to do. Because you're dealing with so much shit, it takes a team of people just to implement. For me to go execute on a daily basis, it literally takes a full-time small team to go, okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Can you do that on a automated system? Yes, but you don't get you don't get the human factor. Okay, and that's an important, hugely important factor. Okay. So it's laughable as fuck, okay? Because I kind of basically had to dumb myself down a little bit. I go, okay, you tell me what to do, okay? Like now, don't get me wrong. What it is that in terms of long-term strategy and certain critical big stuff, okay? Critical big stuff, I'm there on direction, but it takes a small team of people to figure out and process all those little things. There's so many of them. There's hundreds of things at any given time. Furthermore, when you're executing, most of these people, they can only execute up to a certain speed by yourself, because it is inhumanly possible to execute at superhuman speed. Okay? That's pretty much what we're going for. Okay? And that's why I never discount anything that I'm saying. Okay. So in order for me to go from point A to point B, it takes no less at any given time, no less than 3 people. No less. An EA, a PA, and what I refer to as an accountability manager. That accountability manager literally manages nothing but the plan. Okay. They do a couple things. They manage the plan. They monitor you to make sure that you're accountable for that plan. Okay. It sounds dumb at first. To a lot of people, it's like, oh my God, that sounds so beta. I pushed that back for many years, okay? But I go, wait, no, that actually starts to make more sense. Because when you're on, think of it this way. If you're on a movie set, or that's not really the best example, but that works too, okay? It's that you only try to manage, you try to kind of put the blinders on, okay, and only focus on what needs to get done at that very moment. Okay, what's next? Okay, I need somebody to watch me so that I can then, okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? So it's kind of, while I'm doing whatever, they're focusing on, okay, what's the next move? Okay, what's the next move? Okay, so he's going to go there. Okay, we're going to do this. Okay, I need to make sure that all this is here and this is in place. Okay, good, next. A full-time accountability person is constantly monitoring Brian just to make sure that he is on the right track. Second aspect to that is that you're also watching for vulnerabilities, because those vulnerabilities, that's one of the factors that when you start moving fast, you become a target. You become super easy to exploit. I know this because I've lived it my whole life. Okay, the faster you get, this is one of the reasons that salespeople. What is one of the top 3 things that salespeople use? Urgency, right? Well, surprise, surprise, manipulators do the same thing. Okay, and so do manipulators and people that exploit things. They exploit people. They exploit systems and processes, systems in general. Okay, so the faster you go, the more potential for exploitation, which means you have to be super on your shit at all times. Okay. Part of that, okay, is having, because you can only focus on one, it's like driving down the road. I'm not a Tesla that can have 10 cameras on me at once and then go, process, listen, like it doesn't work, dude, okay? Like you can only focus on 1 or 2 things at tops, okay? Like you've got a little bit of peripheral vision and you've got forward vision. That's about it, okay? You've got 2 hands, 2 feet, hopefully. Right? So, yeah, it requires, to the average person, it's laughable as fuck, okay? For me, it's not laughable at all. Like, that is a real necessity. That's an absolute must-have. And it's not something that it came up overnight. Like, it took years to figure all that shit out, okay? Through experience. So, like I said, and that's only the 3 immediate people. That's not even the subgroup of people behind them, okay? Which could be 10 or more people, okay? They could each have 2 to 3 to 5 people behind them, okay? In terms of project managers, planners, strategists, et cetera, because it takes a lot. You're not doing small shit, okay? That's what I'm getting at, all right? That's the reality.